What up, everybody?
What up? What up?
With it? Huh?
Oh, fellas.
What's good? What's good? You said neutral?
I can't see him on the screen.
I think he's repping. He trying to let us bask.
Walking in right now.
Oh, okay.
Let us bask in the Cowboys' glory after that surprising victory.
Can y'all hear me?
Were you really surprised, though?
Victory.
Were you really surprised? I said on this podcast that defense was going to hold us down. And what that defense did.
He did.
Definitely held you down. It definitely held you down.
What's going on, y'all?
What up, Zoe?
What up, Zoe?
Man, so we had some good football this past weekend, man. I enjoyed it.
Great football.
Great football.
Some compelling games. A lot to get into. So we can kick it off, man, with this,
Let's kick it off.
First and foremost, as we're not gonna forget about that. What we sipping on.
Man.
Light day for me. I'm just on the Coors Light right now.
My boy just got the Coors.
I'm a little light margarita, man. I can't do too much. I got packed for our trip, so I can't get
I made
can't get too wasted.
You can't even see mine, but I made some Crown with some lemonade, and I threw some cotton candy grapes at the bottom. I'm about to get a little crazy over here.
About to get exotic. Was it?
What's the occasion, Nucho? What's the occasion, bro?
Man, just sipping, man. Just sipping
and chilling.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, we can get right into it, man. This some of the big week 2 takeaways, man. Anybody want to kick us off? I can start off, man, with just I was ready for a showdown, and with the Bucs Saints. It was a lot of. You could say it was a letdown. I think both defenses played really, really good, and they came down who could make that play. I think Mike Evans getting kicked out really was a difference maker as far as I don't know if it helped. It helped the Bucs more because the Saints lost one of their best corners. Right. So you lose one of your best corners. Now Brady, with the weapons he have, minus Mike Evans, can still get things done. So that was compelling to me. It was kind of a letdown, but it depends on which way you look at it.
Yeah. So what stood out to me is that, and I hate to say this because I don't like them, but there's two right now, and I know it's only week 2, but I see in the AFC, for me, the number 1 team is the Buffalo Bills. And I hate to say it, but in the NFC, the number 1 team right now is them goddamn Eagles, man. I hate to say it, but they hotter than fish grease, man. So that's what really stood out to me was just how the Eagles definitely have been dominating and how the Bills have been dominating, man. The Bills are just – they could go down. They could come back. It don't matter, man. Josh Allen's on the roll. Jalen Hurts is surprisingly looking like an NFL quarterback, surprisingly. So those two teams really stood out to me. That's what I took away so far.
See, what stood out for me, though, how about them Dolphins, man? Them Dolphins over the Ravens, that was a big win.
That was a big win. That was a real big win.
Definitely surprised by that. Looks like Tua is trying to hit. He's trying to hit that corner from the looks of it. He played well. He looks more in command, just like Jalen Hurts. But definitely shout out to the Dolphins, man. That was a big win. Tua. I'm not gonna say he outplayed Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson had a great game. He just didn't get the dub. But I was definitely surprised by that Miami victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, for sure. Tua definitely looked like Alabama Tua, man. And with those two weapons he got with Hill and Waddle, man, it's gonna be hard to defend. It's gonna be hard to defend, man. I also heard that not Peters. Who's the other corner in Baltimore? Number 44, Humphries. I think Humphries got injured that game. Yeah, I think he got hurt that game also. Yeah, so they might have, what up, Marv?
What's going on, Marv?
They might have played into it also. But Marv, what you got? What you taking away from week 2, man? Looking around the games. Shout out to Detroit, man. Y'all number 1 first round pick, Hutchinson. How many sacks he have?
3.
He had 3. Y'all Detroit people don't sound excited enough, man.
I am excited. That's big
Y'all
for
don't
me.
sound
Should
excited
be.
enough. Y'all should be. Y'all got.
Definitely.
He's trying to have a Michael Parsons campaign.
So what you pick up from week 2, Mar? Watching the games, what you done picked up?
I think the Dolphins are better than I thought, but they got their real test this week.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with Indy.
Mm-hmm.
And because I thought that they would, with the addition of Matt Ryan, that they would be a lot better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they struggled with the Houston Texans. And
Bro.
they lose to last week. Didn't even score.
Man, the running back, Jonathan is struggling.
They lost to I'll show you right now. They lost to the Jaguars.
Yeah,
24-0.
they didn't score. They got blanked by the Jaguars.
Wow.
Put some respect on the Jags, the 2-0 Jaguars. They 2-0 now.
2-0 So that's a surprise too. And maybe there's some growth in Trevor Lawrence going on.
That's my guy.
I still don't. I don't know who. I don't know who Minnesota is though. That's one takeaway I take.
That's true.
You will never know who my Minnesota is as with Kirk Cousins being the quarterback, because you don't know what you're gonna get with Cousins. You don't know what you're gonna get with Cousins.
That's true, because in that Philly game, he did throw 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
So I mean that helped a lot.
You know,
that
prime
played a lot.
time has always been his Achilles heel. He has never played well on Monday night.
Never played good primetime games. That is true.
So
matter of fact, I want to throw this out there, but Dak record against Kirk Cousins is 8-2. Okay.
Well, I don't know where that sits in it, but okay. The Jags are 1-1.
And then I don't know what to think about Denver. I still need to see some more on Denver. I thought they would be better too.
Let's say that more. Let's say that, man, because I definitely want to talk about them Broncos when we talk about them teams that haven't been playing well. So we got to say that one right there.
Speaking of, any teams that are shockingly bad so far. Not some teams we're used to being bottom feeder, but like okay, we came in like this team gonna run it, and then like I said, it's only been 2 games, but jeez.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Titans. The Titans look horrible right now.
True.
I even called Derrick Henry to have a good year this year, and he's struggling too. So I'm definitely surprised by the Titans. The way it's looking right now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. They're gonna have to pull that trigger on Tannehill. I think they're gonna have to. At some point. Right now they're 0-2. They so happen to go 0-4, 0-5. I think they should just go ahead and pull that trigger and let Malik Willis play quarterback for them. So, but yeah, definitely surprised by the Tennessee Titans. The Broncos have surprised me as well. That offense is flat as hell. I don't know what's going on over there. I called them to have a good year too, but them the 2 teams for me, Denver and the Titans. So.
Well, the Titans losing back-to-back top receivers each year, I mean, it's going to hurt your offense, and you're trying to get rookies and built in. I mean, you don't have the skill of Aaron Rodgers, who could make it with mediocre or less receivers. It's Tannehill, so I agree with you on that one.
I'm gonna have to throw out the Super Bowl losers, the Cincinnati Bengals. Just them being 0-2, man, and the fact that they lost week 1 to Pittsburgh. I didn't, I thought that was going to be a blowout, honestly. And then losing to Dallas to a backup quarterback. I mean, the Cowboys came in there with a backup, man, and it's the same get up. They're not protection. They are not protecting Joe Burrow, man. They got to get some protection on him. I also want to shout out Trayvon Diggs, because he did lock up that boy Chase that game. Chase was locked up, 5 catches for about 50 yards. But yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals and also those Colts, like Marv said, I'm going to just piggyback on what he said earlier. Like, what is going on with Matt Ryan? Has he finally hit that wall? Maybe so. He is an older quarterback. And then why is the running game not looking the same? Jonathan was amazing last year.
Right.
Jonathan looked great last. Why is this running game that fell off so bad? But yeah, the Colts are standing out for being bad, and the Bengals, man, I looked at a stat. They said 0-2 teams have not made the playoffs. I think in like the last 2 years. So it's going to be interesting to see what route Cincinnati goes now.
Real quick
going forward.
before next person, shout out Mel. What up, Mel? D Morris with the
What up, big bro?
what you tighten about Willis print those shirts. Okay. But yeah, I do believe it's elite time. And shout out
Yeah.
the homie Zoe, one of the consistent commentators in here. Appreciate you
sir.
guys. Who wants to go next?
What you got, Mar?
Nucho kind of sold the Thunder. I was definitely gonna go with the Bengals. With them being 0-2 is a complete shocker. But on the flip side of that, I will say I feel like with the Ravens losing that game last week and the Steelers being what they are and the Browns being who they are, they still got a way to get there.
That's true. That's true.
One team that started 0-2 that actually has a chance of making the playoff. I don't know what that is. So I think they could. I think they can still get there because their division is not a tough division this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now, who I'm the other team that I'm shocked at is go ahead. The other team that I'm shocked at is the Panthers.
Are you though?
I'm not.
I because they got a healthy McCaffrey.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference. Like if he's healthy, they supposed to be in these games and looking like they about to win. You know what I'm saying? And then they got Baker Mayfield, who
they do.
Both you and I agreed that he's
shake and bake, baby.
Leader.
He ain't shaking nothing yet.
I don't know what's going on there.
Wait. In Baker's defense, now these last 2 games have been by less than 1 point.
Yeah.
The defense has not been helping Baker. I'm gonna just throw that out there. The defense ain't been helping them.
The defense is supposed to be better than what they were.
Right. They could. The Panthers is one of those teams where they're 0-2, but they could easily be 2-0. It's just with a flip. But I feel you on that.
So I gotta put them. I put them out there because it's kind of like I guess they really don't. Besides McCaffrey, they don't have too much star power, so ain't nobody saying nothing. But they actually got like solid pieces. I mean, they got solid pieces on the D line. They got some receivers. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And they just haven't lived up to anything. I guess.
Right.
Let me ask you this real quick.
He expected, but
Let me ask you this real quick, Marv. When you saying shockingly by them, what place would you have put them in the division before the season started?
They division beat each other up pretty good, and I probably would have put them in third, but not last.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. At least fighting for like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
at least fighting for like 2 or 3.
I thought that they would be in the mix. Right now, they're not looking like a team who's ready to be in the mix. It's looking like it's only the Saints and Bucks.
Well,
yeah.
And I'm gonna look at what Zoe said, man. The offense look unorganized. Like they still. I mean, granted, they still. I don't understand that part because you had training camp, and I forgot how late Baker got to the team, so that could play a factor.
A lot of Panther fans do not like their head coach, Matt Rule. A lot of Panther. I haven't really watched their games, but a lot of them do not like their head coach.
I only seen what Red Zone to show us. I mean, when they show us.
Right.
It just looks like they're, like you said, unorganized. They should keep careful. Yeah, my real problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a different route, man. I'm gonna go with the Vegas Raiders. I mean, them being the team they were last year, you get probably the top, maybe the best receiver in the league, and regressing on offense, especially. But you still got Waller, you still got Jacobs. You bring in You bringing in the top receiver in the league. And I'm
Right.
looking at their point differential in the first 2 games. I just had it. They're a minus 11 in point differential. And I thought that was probably one of the high powered offenses. What they got, especially just on skill set alone. So that's shocking to me. Them and I don't know. I guess it's them. It's them for me. Everybody else, I think, playing to what I believe they would be, except for like you said, the Titans and the Colts. The Colts, golly, they showed a lot of this, man. And I feel bad
Yeah.
for the young running back, man. They pounding the ball to him. He can't even get nowhere. It's just like, all right, Matt, we gonna make you beat us through the air.
Mhm.
So the Colts, man. The Colts look disgusting.
Yeah.
So moving that, let's go the opposite route. Now we know the teams we know coming in is gonna be great. Not great, but we picked to be one of the good teams. Bills for sure. I think that was like the most consistent team we all picked to be that great. But any other team shocking you so far? That's like, okay, look at them. Look what they're doing there.
I'm gonna throw out the Cowboys, man. I'm gonna throw them out there. And the reason why, I know they lost week 1. They did lose week 1. But how many points did Brady and them score? What, 19, 20? 19. Okay. Now how many points the Bengals put up?
17.
17. I'm seeing some defense, baby. I'm seeing some defense. Now
What I've been saying. What have I been
all off
saying?
season, they got on the Cowboys for not making no moves. They let Randy Gregory go. He was a key piece on that defense. But from what I see, they look better to me. They look better. This week coming up, they do play the Giants, so that's going to be a crucial game. That's really going to let us know what's up because Barkley's playing great, and that's going to segue me to the other team. The Giants are 2-0 right now.
Yes,
That's
sir.
who I got.
Yes, sir. That's crazy.
They 2-0, and they got a hell of a defense too. They got a hell of a defense, man. So the Giants are really shocking me. Saquon Barkley, he's looking good so far. I was kind of down on him. Didn't know how he was going to bounce back, but he's proven me wrong, man. He's looking great. But Giants and the Cowboys.
I got the Giants as well for me too. I'm surprised that they are 2-0 right now. They were, for me, honestly, I had them last in the NFC East this coming year. But right now they're out to a good start. Like you said, Saquon is doing his thing right now. Hopefully he can stay healthy, and because we know his history. He's good for a few games, and at some point he get hurt. But I hope he stay healthy. But again, definitely the Giants is surprising me as well. I still don't trust Daniel Jones. At some point, I think he will fold. But these are to a good start right now, being 2-0. So the Giants for me as well.
Yeah.
My two teams are the two high-powered offenses. We thought from both of these teams that both of these teams would be impacted by the trade of Tyreek Hill. But Pat Mahomes is out there still putting up numbers like he ain't missing.
Yeah.
Right? And then on the other side of that, Tua, who would have said he was going to be the first person to throw 6 touchdowns this season?
I thought the game was over with. I thought the game was over.
Hey, man.
They beat a damn good Ravens team. Ravens definitely lost that game more than the Dolphins wanted, but that's a damn good team, and he threw 6 touchdowns on them.
6.
So those two teams are both shocking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, I didn't expect Chiefs to be where they are at this clip this early. Like, I thought that was later on down in the season, but it's here right now at the jump. So I gotta
give Andy Reid.
Hey, Alabama 2 is back, man, and I'm on the bandwagon. Man. Let's go. Let's ride.
I'm about to jump in real quick. I'm gonna roll what my homie said. My homie Devin McKenzie, man. Shout out to homie Devin, man. The Lions offense putting them numbers.
That was for me.
And like he said, and Jamison Williams ain't even touched the field yet. So I like the way the offense is looking. They're keeping the running backs involved heavily, catching out the backfield.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of that if you watched Hard
Hard
Knocks.
Knocks.
They was
Yep.
focusing on that, making sure the running backs are involved heavily. Amon-Ra St. Brown, man. Man's turned into a star in front of our eyes, man. I
I
mean, it's
like
2
Big
games
Cat,
in.
man. I ain't
He
gonna
had
lie.
he
I
had a
like
heck
Big
of a
Cat.
second part of the last season. So
Yeah.
the Lions offense. If we just get that defense to be on the same level, we 1-1 with the point differential of 0.6. I mean +6. So it's a plus. We get the defense to stop somebody. We'll be okay. Yeah, Swift looks explosive. Yeah, he does. Swift looks explosive. Hope he stays healthy the whole year. Yeah, that's my pick, man. The Lions, just that offense, man. They are attacking. They're not being they're making sure they're not staying complacent with just taking the lead. Now I
Right.
do wish they made some more tweaks in the halftime. Because for some reason at halftime, they just get a little bit like, okay, we're good. They can't possibly come back, and next thing you know, Washington's making a run for it. I'm like,
Right.
so if we can just get that one notch knocked off, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, man. Shout out Dan Campbell, man. I like him. I like Dan Campbell as a head coach.
Yeah.
Watching Hard Knocks, you ain't have no choice but to fall in love with him. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing a good job so far, man. I hope Detroit makes some noise.
I gotta say this too about you. We speaking about the Detroit offense. One of the craziest things I've seen out of them is like they actually look like an NFL team. I'm watching them and I'm like, it's not trash. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting football that's being played. They're doing some things.
Look, y'all ain't used to that.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Play progression. I'm seeing play progression. They doing stuff like they set up that end of the round like the whole game. They just kept putting St. Brown in motion, kept putting him in motion, kept putting him in motion. They was like, oh, he's just in motion again.
Right.
You know,
And
in
then
around
hit him.
50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's smart. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
that's
as soon as
football.
they was
I
doing
think that's credit to y'all's coaching staff. Like I said
Oh, yeah.
earlier, y'all have a good damn near a good coaching staff. You know, y'all got all the ex NFL players, and I think they're installing common sense when it comes to calling plays and being a productive offense. I think that's credit to mainly Deuce Staley, of course, the offensive coaches over there. But shout out to the Lions, man. Y'all heading in the right direction, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Who do y'all have this week coming up?
We got Minnesota.
Yep.
At Minnesota.
In Minnesota. Yeah.
Hey, you could be
That's a
2-1.
game for y'all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
because
say.
Kirk Cousins looked trash Sunday, boy. God.
Oh yeah.
You get two different Kirk Cousins, man.
Exactly.
Night and day.
Exactly.
I think we can get after Kirk Cousins.
Hold on now, D. Morris. Hold on now.
I'm just saying he not that mobile. I think we can get after him.
No, I'm talking about this comment. Yeah. Hold on now. We ain't saying Super Bowl champs. We just compliment our.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
it's clear that I'm not used
shout
to
out
it.
D. Morris, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I'm saying. That I'm not used to them looking like a real football NFL.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Organized. Because the biggest thing with us in the past was discipline. We'll get a good drive, and here comes a flag. Here comes another flag. So we beat ourselves up more than anything.
Yeah. We know about that in Dallas. Believe me.
Trust me.
All right. So we're gonna move on to is there a certain player you like this ball? And I'm pretty sure everybody will have at least one of the same answers. Is there a player that's balling out, man, that you wouldn't expect? Like, oh my God, look at this dude. I kick us off while y'all think.
I mean, of course, Tua. I mean, we already talked about Tua, and that's one of the players I had, and then also Barkley. He's doing his thing for the Giants. We talked about that as well. I mean, but everybody that's balling out, I really pretty much already expected. Mahomes, of course, Lamar Jackson. He's balling out, holding it down, even though they just took an L. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think, is there really somebody else out there that we should mention? Who you got, Mar?
If I had to put one player out there who I would say, if I had to give out MVP today, I'm actually giving it to the Dallas Cowboy, Michael Parsons.
Let's go.
That's
He
love.
is out there on the same torrid, rapid pace that he was last year. He's tearing shit
Yeah.
up. He's tearing stuff up, bro.
Yeah.
Wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He getting to that point to where he's like, JJ Watt in his prime disruptive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He on that Aaron Donald, just he's very disruptive, bro, and they can't stop him.
Yeah, and real quick, I gotta shout this man out. I really don't like him, but Stephen A. Smith gave him the perfect compliment. He said he's the second coming of Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Like that's a nice compliment, to be a defensive player. And like I was telling, shout out to the homie Brooks, he in the chat. Even when Parsons ain't making a play, he's still making a play. He's on the field making, just causing hell for the opposing offenses. There was a play that stood out to me. He was putting pressure on Joe, and LVE was able to make the sack just because of what Parsons was able to do on the field. So, I mean, hey, we blessed. We blessed to have Michael Parsons. Bro,
like I was gonna say, like Parsons is like they damn near playing him like he like a Deion Sanders on the line or something. Like, you put him on one side, then your offensive line got to account for that. Like, okay, we got two people got to be focused on him on this side.
Yeah. Parsons, he's definitely looking amazing. The guy that I'm gonna go with, and once again, I don't want to, but I got to because he's standing out. But goddamn, Jalen Hurts, he looks like an NFL quarterback, man. He broke a record on Monday night that I think that was set by Michael Vick, throwing for over 300 and rushing for 100. He's a dual. He's the definition of a dual threat. Just he's doing it. He can run. He's not afraid to truck you. He's not afraid to go head up. And then they setting up the plays to where when he's throwing the ball, it's not hard because his receivers are so wide open. They just be so open. I don't know what it is. Every time I see him, it's never in coverage. It's just a dude open catching. But Jalen Hurts is definitely, he surprised me in these two games. It's a small sample size, so we'll see what he do going forward. But so far, Jalen Hurts is definitely he's shocking me. Got the Eagles 2-0, and I hate it.
He looks more in command. He looks more comfortable.
He does.
He does. So
yeah.
I definitely, it's probably shout out to his offensive coordinators over there. I don't know the cat's name.
Oh yeah. Well, he worked. Yeah. He worked in the offseason. He worked out with this quarterback guru, who's like, he's known for baseball, but he's fixed a lot of people arms and mechanics. His mechanics. So if you watch Jalen, he's throwing a lot more over the top now. It's a lot more over the top. And you could tell he worked in the offseason. And I always respect players that work on their craft. Work on your craft, man. That's how you get better. So
that's how you get better, right?
Yeah, shout out to Jalen, man.
And they got that hell of a receiving core too, just real quick. You already know what they got with Brown and then Devontae Smith, but they got that boy Quez Watkins stepping up.
Quez Watkins, he's a speed demon.
Yeah. So they got some threats over there for real. I definitely the Philly is dangerous. They look at dangerous right now for real. We gotta watch them boys.
Right.
For real.
I got two. The first one is obvious. Who's balling out right now is Tua. Granted, that was that last game, the comeback was amazing, but it's 2 games and 1-1. I like what Carson Wentz is doing in Washington, man. He's tied for first in touchdown passes. Only thrown 2 or 3 picks. He played from behind, last week, against us. But hey, man, he shows with better weapons. He's as long as he's healthy, he's a decent to good quarterback.
I like what Carson Wentz is doing. What I don't like is that he's not throwing Scary Terry the ball, man. I got Terry on my fantasy team. He ain't getting me no points. Carson, who are you throwing to?
Is that a Carson problem or a Terry problem? Because Carson's slinging the ball.
I need to see the stat line because I see he have 300 yards every week, but who is he throwing to? Because Terry is not getting the ball. But yeah, Carson Wentz, he's doing his thing though. He's doing his thing, but like you said, it's 2 weeks. It'll
fade out at some point.
Yeah, I mean, just we'll revisit this 5 weeks from now. I'm pretty sure I'll be wrong as everything else I am in this thing. But you know who my quarterback is in our fantasy league? Jalen Hurts is my quarterback.
Damn. So he been getting you hella points
right now, I bet.
I'm 2-0.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Curtis Samuels. They don't want the receivers he's going to.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, anybody else I want to throw out there before we move on? DeMar, you did yours? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I went with Mike Parsons.
Okay, here's another one. We're gonna go the opposite way. Is there a player who's been shockingly bad or mediocre? I wouldn't say
Man.
bad, it's still early, but
I'm gonna throw him out there, man. And I'm gonna just be quick. That Tennessee running back. Like I forgot his name. I don't even know his name no more.
I don't even know his name.
God damn,
Disappeared
Derrick
on me.
Henry. Where you at, bro? Where
hey
you
man,
at, Henry? Where
it's gotta be
are
one of
you,
the things
bro?
we watched. I watched that Buffalo game, of course, because it's here and it was in prime time. Man, they stacking 9 in the box and forcing
Look,
Tannehill to throw the ball, man.
and I understand that. I understand that. But Derrick, all that stiff arm and them trucking you've been doing, bro. I saw Derrick Henry get flipped when he played the Giants, bro.
Yeah.
He tried to hurdle or something. Somebody flipped his, like, just straight up flipped him. But yeah, just real quick, Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor, y'all get it together, man.
I'm gonna go with that boy.
Those
Russ,
running backs need
man.
to get it together. Henry cost me a ticket on FanDuel. I ended up with 25 yards. What is 25 yards, bro?
Man,
Mm-hmm.
man.
And I only bet that he would get 50. He gets 25.
That's wild.
Ooh, CeeDee Lamb is one of them.
I'm mad about. We're gonna move on from him, but
And I'm glad Nike said that. That's who I got, Russell Wilson.
You see anybody on Chicago's offense? That's tough.
Yeah, hey, Mooney.
Who
Mooney,
is
where
on
you
their
at, bro?
offense besides the running back and Fields? Like I don't
Well,
know.
the wide receiver Mooney was supposed to have a big year. I got you on my fantasy team too, bro. Where you at? Where you at?
Man, the first game was rainy, man. They couldn't throw it, man. I don't know
All
about the
right,
second.
all right, all
You know,
right.
I gotta be devil's advocate there. Go ahead.
But who has been shockingly bad, and we kind of touched on this earlier, is Matt Ryan and Jonathan Hill, the both of them.
Taylor.
They a sandwich.
Taylor.
You know what I'm saying? They go together,
Right.
peanut butter and jelly. They trash, bro.
Yeah,
They trash, both of them.
yeah.
What are they doing? I need to see them produce.
Facts.
Well, I'm gonna go with my man's from Atlanta, man. The tight end Pitts, man. I had him on my fantasy league. I picked him pretty high too. And you usually don't reach that high for a tight end, but I did.
He's a victim of Mariota. He don't got nobody to throw it to him.
I mean,
Exactly.
the tight ends are usually a quarterback's best friend.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think he has 100 yards combined in 2 games.
Whoa.
He got me 4 points in week 1, and then 4.2 points in week 2. I might as well not even play
a little fantasy now and then, you know. It's crazy.
Who you got, Trill?
I was saying Russell Wilson for me.
Yeah.
Just surprised by, how that offense looks so flat. I think last 2 weeks, I think week 1 they scored 19. I want to say second week they scored 16. Some, they're not putting up points.
Yeah.
That falls on the quarterback. You traded for this young man to, lead this offense and, get you possibly be a Super Bowl contender. You got the weapons now, definitely. I think Judy is hurt right now, I believe.
Yeah.
But definitely Russell Wilson hasn't really looked like Russell Wilson to me out there in Denver. Could be the altitude, I don't know, but he doesn't same. So
now what you said about Judy being hurt, man. Judy, it seems like Judy hurt every time I look up. I need Judy to stay healthy, man. Come on, Judy. Stay, because he a baller. He is really a route running machine. But bro, you giving me them Sammy Watkins vibes, bro. Come on.
Definitely.
Well, I'm gonna add. Don't throw another one in there real quick. I'm gonna throw in Derek Carr. Throwing him in there. 4 touchdowns, 2 games, 3 picks. With them weapons.
Oh wow.
Yeah. With them weapons, man. I expected a whole lot more. I know Marv was big on him early on, especially for the season, on Madden, especially. Madden's a video game, but one of the teams people were picking early on because you get Devontae Adams. Surely you get 4 touchdowns right now, but 4 touchdowns, 2 games, 61 completion, 40.6 QBR.
I mean, what's happening to Vegas is they are a victim of Chucky want to run his mouth sideways and get caught talking that crazy stuff on the internet. Chucky is running that offense. I guarantee if he had it's going.
No, wait, you talking about Gruden that got fired?
Yeah,
he running that offense somewhere.
He was going 2 years.
Dude, oh my boy.
No, he only been gone for half of last season.
Yeah. You say he's somewhere in the mix.
He's still calling plays.
If he was there running this offense, they'd be running it up.
Okay.
All right.
I get what
you're saying. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, that's true.
We had to get there with you. We got
there. Yeah. There's something behind that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I was like, wait, what? But yeah, no, that's for sure. They're just real disappointed right now. And then, the Chargers offensive line, man, as a group, boy, Herbert getting hit a lot, and a lot of these young quarterbacks are getting hit, and it's going to cost them in the long run. I mean, you look at Herbert getting hit as much as he did. Your boy out in Cincinnati, they just look depleted. So I'm just going to put offensive line as a group.
Bro, how does Michael Parsons go unblocked?
Numerous times.
Say, you know what was crazy though? That was against the ex-Cowboy Collins. That was against Collins too. That was against Collins too. Man, and then Collins had praised him at the end, talking about, "Hey man,
at the end of the game, yeah,
hey, he's good. Hey, get it together, Bengals. Y'all spend too much money on that offensive line to be letting this boy get sacked 13 times in 2 games. That ain't right. That is not right." And then the Cowboys offensive line is toe up, and we barely getting sacked.
So what? Okay, let me ask y'all another question. This is super random, but I think as far as his team wise, how y'all feel about Trubisky and that Steelers offense? I mean, in 2 games, he has 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I really honestly feel like you gotta go with the rookie. Gotta go with the rookie. Kenny Pickett, he has he's not fast. He can throw the ball, but he has a playmaking ability about him. I can't. He just has them intangibles, bro. He has a playmaking ability about him. Trubisky still looks like he did in his rookie year. Out of there, bad throws, overthinking. And sometimes when you put quarterbacks in bad situations young, they can never shake it. Mitch, yeah, man, I would go with Kenny Pickett, man, if it was up to me. It's time. It's Pickett time, man.
Yeah, go ahead and make that move. If your offense look mediocre, if you're going to look mediocre.
I'm going to give him one more game.
Okay.
Before they pull the trigger. Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and say he probably.
Okay.
Kenny Pickett is. I'm gonna say it right now. He's definitely gonna be your starter by week 5.
Facts.
All right, so we're gonna go to this portion, man. I really don't want to go to it because it makes me look horrible.
Let's go.
Anything that makes me look bad, I'm not for it at all. So, as some of you know, we've done our picks to the first 2 weeks. I'll put it up on the screen here.
You sure you want to do that?
No,
let's go. Throw them numbers up there. Let's see.
So, as you see, week 1, Nucho was 4-1. I'll make it a little bigger so people can see. Nucho 4-1, Mar 3-2, Trill 3-2. I was 1-4. So,
damn, week 2 was tough.
Week 2? Week 2? Good God Almighty. Man, that's
you didn't pick
tough,
Dallas
bro.
against Cincinnati?
Huh?
That's tough.
You didn't pick Dallas, Trill?
Nah, I didn't, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I watched the show.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wasn't feeling Cooper Rush at the time, bro.
I feel you.
This guy got a commanding lead on us.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Number 1 pick.
That's tough, man.
Hey, man. Let's change Money Mar picks to Nucho picks, man. You want to bet, man? I'll let your boy, man.
Man, that man went 6-0.
You want to bet? I'll let your boy, man.
Hey,
I
Nucho
think
was
the only
preaching
game that
earlier in the
stays.
chat. Nucho was like, "Man, you got to pick with your heart. Y'all picking with your heart. What you say, Nucho? You picking with your heart,
Pick
not
with
with
your
your
heart,
head, right?
man. Pick with your heart, man.
He
Yeah.
picked the Cowboys in that game. I forgot which game I actually got right. No, I didn't. Yeah, I got one game a week right.
And we took a beat in Trill. That's not
Man.
good.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's tough.
But in y'all defense though, that Dolphins and Ravens game that could have went.
That started
could
the
have went.
domino effect right there.
Yeah. That could have went anyway. I just felt like with the Dolphins secondary, and the Ravens still receivers got loose. They just didn't. The defense just didn't hold them down. The
Yeah.
Ravens
man.
defense did not hold them down.
Like D Morris said, man, I'm tanking for that number one pick. I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna tank, man. I didn't know. I didn't know it was that bad until I saw. I saw our first one. I said, okay, it's okay. Week 1 and week 2, I was like, Jesus, like nobody got anything right except for you showing 6 months. I got one right. I can't remember what game I got right. I think it was. I don't know, man. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like my homie, the homie, T said, it don't even matter, man. It don't even matter. So now we're gonna go on to the picks of this week, man. So whole new slate, still early. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
Before we do this, Mucho was talking earlier, and I don't remember the conversation.
Hey man,
we said we were supposed to put money, supposed to be a pot for this.
We could do VC or whatever.
Now you on VC. Now you on 2K VC. Okay.
Look, we can do $20 on VC, man.
We're trying to max that player out with the quickness, ain't you? By all means.
But yeah, we definitely gonna do something. We're gonna keep the results and we'll let y'all know what we doing for the pot for that.
Still early, guys. It's still early.
We did talk about that. So yeah, we're gonna do our picks for this week. Picks for this week. So first one we're gonna pick the Ravens at the Patriots. Lamar Jackson lost the heartbreaker, man. Like somebody said, it wasn't all on him. It wasn't on him at all. That defense just needed to make it stop. I don't know what happened in the second half or fourth quarter, really, the last 12 minutes in that game.
Right.
But
hopefully this will be a bounce back. The Patriots offense looks like they missed Tom Brady. So yeah, people are jumping in. Ravens. So y'all go ahead and pick your picks.
Should I go last?
Nah. Copy off new show.
Oh, he cocky now. Okay. All right. I'm going with the Ravens on this one.
Yeah.
I think Lamar got a slight injury, but I think he'll manage. Like I said, Mac Jones is still quarterback over there, and like I said, y'all know how I feel about Mac Jones. Baltimore wins in the easy. They get an easy dub over New England.
Yeah, I'm with Trill also. I'm gonna be quick, but I'm gonna just go with the Ravens. I know how the Ravens gonna come out. They hungry. They gave up a big lead like that, and I think they're gonna play like their head on fire, man. They're gonna try to shut stuff down and set an example. So let's go with the Ravens, man.
I'm definitely going with the Ravens. I don't trust Matt Jones at all. So yeah, that's my pick for sure.
Mar, what you over there drinking, man?
Man, he got to zoom in and everything.
Yeah, how you zoom in?
I don't even know how I did the zoom in. I'm trying to mess with it or zoom.
We got that cut, man.
We got bobblehead ball.
I'm going with the Ravens too, man. It just seems. Go ahead, show what you got.
Oh, okay.
All right. You zoomed in. It was just really. All I saw was him. You had to zoom it out a little bit, brother. But yeah, I'm going with the Ravens.
Zoomed in, bro.
All right.
Just back up.
That's the problem when you get a MacBook.
All right. So this is probably one of the biggest games of the weekend right here, man. The Bills at the Dolphins.
Woo! Man.
I think this is
I'm gonna be quick, man, and I'm gonna have to go with the Bills. I just like the multiple different pass rush that they could throw at you, man. They got some edge rushes, man. Von Miller, they got like 2 or 3 other guys that they could throw at you. I think the only way to really stop Tua Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to put some pressure on them. You're gonna have to
Yep.
put some pressure on them. So I'm gonna go with the Bills with this game. This is a big game for both teams. It's a division game, so I'm gonna rock with Miami. I'll pick Miami. Vizzle.
Okay, my bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got the Dolphins to win.
Oh no. I pick the Bills.
Oh,
I pick the
okay.
Bills.
All
I'm
right.
tripping. I'll pick the Bills.
Yeah, I think that's the overall consensus with that one. Yeah, I'm going Bills too. I'd make quick Bills.
Yeah.
That defense, man. Just
That Von Miller, man, he still looks like Von Miller 2012,
Should have been a
2013.
Cowboy, by the way.
Yeah. Imagine him and Parsons. Woo, boy.
Man, that would have been nasty.
Boy. Who you got, Mar?
I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one too. Same reason. I think that pressure. I think they get enough pressure, even though they said that Hyde got a neck injury. I don't think that's enough.
Yeah.
For Miami to that defense is stout all over the place. So
Yeah.
another key. Key. I don't know. Did Tre'Davious White play this past game? Is he still?
I don't think so.
I wonder how much that effect that'll be. Just getting the ball down the field with those because
Right.
Waddle and Hill are top 3 in receiving yards in these 2 games. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. That was kind of.
Can I go on mine? Can I pick?
Oh, my bad. I thought you did. I was muted. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm gonna go with the Bills. The Tua hype train goes away. I think it fades out this week. It was been easy.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Okay, cool. All right. Kind of both of these. I think both of these teams need this win early. Rams at the Cardinals.
As weird as this, I'm going with the Cardinals, man. I'm going with Kyler Murray. I think this is going to be Kyler Murray's season kind of statement game. Like, I think Kyler Murray going to show out and everybody going to be looking like, maybe Kyler is that dude. Maybe he is that, I'm a rock with Kyler. I'm a rock with Kyler on this one, man. I'm not too big on the Rams this year. I just feel like they're going to be one of those kind of midway type teams, like, 9-8 or something like that. But I'm going to go with Kyler for this one, man. Arizona. That's right.
I'm going with Cardinals as well. Just because the Rams don't look as confident as they usually have.
Right.
Supposed to be looking. I know they got the dub last week against who was that? The Falcons, I believe it was.
Yeah.
The Falcons almost came back. You know what I'm saying? They had them at one point. They were way down, and the Falcons fought back. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm going with the Cardinals. Like I said, they don't look comfortable, and I think Kyler Murray makes a statement.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Matty on this one, Matt Stafford. I think they first 2 weeks haven't looked great, and if we know they coach like we think they do, like we think we do, I think he gonna figure something out. It ain't gonna be too long that offense is gonna look like they kind of struggling to gain traction. I think he's gonna figure it out later.
Okay.
So I'm going with the Rams on that one.
You got a score prediction, Mar?
Huh?
You got a score prediction?
Score prediction? Like 31-20 Rams.
Interesting.
Shoot. I didn't like the way that the Rams struggle with that trash offense in Atlanta. That was just bad. Atlanta scored the last points to end that game out. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I don't like either teams right now, just early on, just because like someone famous has said, they're still trying to find themselves.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I didn't like the way the Rams struggled against that Falcons team. Falcons got some nice defensive pieces,
But not that good.
not that good. They should
Yeah.
be like that.
Yeah.
Hey, LA, hit up Odell, man. Bring Odell back. And Robinson finally got a touchdown. Stafford finally looked at somebody else. So
It's whispers. Odell and A-Rod.
Yeah, I've been hearing that also. I've been hearing those whispers also. Let's go.
For commercial break.
Look, don't take no money more picks today.
Yeah, stay away from money markets.
Go with your heart this week. That tequila hit.
Hit hard. All right. You'll go with the 1-1 Lions at the 1-1 Vikings, man.
Detroit, let's go, man. I got Detroit in this one. Hutchinson gonna get 2 more sacks, and Jared Goff is gonna look like a manageable quarterback, man. Kirk Cousins, I think he's still fighting those demons, man. I don't trust him. I think that Detroit, Hutchinson he's the key. He's the key, man. Get that pressure on Cousins. Let's get this dub. I'm going with Detroit. My boy just took the glasses off.
Detroit as well. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Lions as well. Y'all killing me in the comments, man. Man, hold up.
I'm trying to be professional, man.
I'm going Lions though, man. I think Jared Goff is gonna hold it down. I think he'll outplay Kirk Cousins.
Yes, sir.
I think Cousins will get pressured. I think the rookie is gonna get after him. So I got the Lions win. I think the Lions will win big. The Vikings defense is not the same with Mike Zimmer gone. That defense is not the same. So I think the Lions offense will take advantage of the Vikings. So
yes, sir. Let's go.
Yep, I'm going with the Lions on this one. I think they got a lot of firepower, and I think they're gonna roll in there. I think they're gonna get the job done. They got Ragnow came back this week.
That's big.
So that the line already been matching people, so they only get better. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna take advantage.
Yes, sir.
I'm rolling with I'm rolling with the Lions. Over the Lions. But I am worried because Dalvin Cook goes off against us, usually, especially at home. So we get out to a lead early, take him out the game, keep the lead. And we get Cousins from last week. I think we walk away with Dub in Minnesota. We just can't let that man get loose, which he tends to do, especially out the backfield. I'm not. I don't like our linebacker core enough. I love Rodrigo, the rookie. He's a 6th-round pick, and I think right now he's our best linebacker. So,
man,
I don't know if that's a great thing or a bad thing.
I saw what Rodrigo did to Kelsey in week 1. Oh my God! Yeah, that boy, he threw Kelsey like a pillow. Just whoop, the center, man. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. Yeah, I love that. I love seeing that.
Like Devin said, shout out to Devin, man. He sucks prime times, but this is a 1 p.m. game. You got the Vikings 31-38. Yeah, man. It's just
okay.
I can see them. Justin Jefferson going off on us too. I can see that happening.
I was just gonna ask what y'all were gonna do about that young man.
Hey, but Akuda locked up somebody this past weekend.
About a new show.
Yeah, Akuda. I saw the highlights. Akuda. Who was that? Who was that he locked up?
Terry.
Yeah, Terry. Yeah. Akuda threw them cuss up, man.
I hope he ain't throw up nothing. Just walk off the field. Don't throw up nothing.
Hey man,
No,
shout
okay.
out
I
to
like to see
Cuda.
it. I like to see it.
He's a
But
Grand Prairie prospect, straight out of Texas.
SGP.
Shout out to Cuda, man.
I think me and Mara talked about it. Him getting hurt last year was probably the best thing for him because
Yeah,
he had time to sit back and just watch and learn,
right.
get healthy. Um, yeah, I think that's. Y'all could have had Justin
Yeah,
Jefferson.
he didn't have a chance to lose all his confidence last
Right.
year. He got hurt because if he would have kept playing the way he was playing, he would have lost all his confidence because he looked trash before he even got hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Another quick one. Packers at Bucks.
Woo.
That's gonna be lit, y'all.
That's gonna be lit.
Interesting tidbit, real quick. If I told you that week 2, Marcus Mariota had more passing yards than Tom Brady, would you believe
I
it?
wouldn't have believed it.
Well, it is the truth. So I don't know. I'll let y'all talk about it, but
It's my heart is telling me Green Bay, but I'm gonna have to disagree with what I normally do. My mind is telling me you don't doubt Tom Brady. You don't doubt Brady, man. Green Bay still has some struggles with the offensive passing game. Thank God that they got Jones as a running back because he went off. He went off last week. Can he keep that same energy against that Tampa Bay defense? I don't know. I don't know if he can. I'm gonna go with Tom Brady in Tampa, man. I'm gonna go with Tom Brady in Tampa.
I'm gonna go Green Bay on this one. I'm gonna have to go
Okay.
opposite this time with you just because
Yeah,
he's not gonna have Mike Evans this week.
that's
So
true.
I think that's gonna hurt Tom Brady a whole lot. And then I think Godwin's still hurt, I believe, as well. They
But
just signed
Julio.
Cole Beasley, but I don't think he's gonna play this week. So I mean, he got to have receivers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Right,
have receivers.
right.
I think Aaron Rodgers kind of figured it out a little bit. I think the receivers over there in Green Bay have established their roles, so he's able to kind of move the ball. As far as passing the ball, and then you got the boy Jones as well. So I think Green Bay gives Tampa Bay their first L. So
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna agree.
think Tampa Bay is gonna take their first L as well. I don't normally like to go against the GOAT, but he's without Mike Evans. They suspended him, and so that's why I think the Packers will ultimately have enough firepower to keep up with this time. I mean, Tom Brady and them, they don't got Evans, they don't got Grunt. Of course, he retired. I mean, Break ain't no Grunt. Julio is a shell of himself.
he's hurt too as well, I believe. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hurt too. He's
So who
out.
is Tom gonna throw it to? Everybody talking about who Aaron can't throw it to. Who Tom gonna throw it to? So I'm giving Green Bay the edge on this one.
I agree too. I'm rolling with Green Bay too. I think like Trill said, I think Aaron Rodgers figured I don't have Devontae Adams. So I'm gonna play to these guys' ability as playing to his ability. He knows their strength and their weaknesses. And he's not gonna put up 350 yards a game. He's gonna do this enough to get the defense backing up to where the running back Jones can go off like he did, which was their game plan. They attacked the run, they went and run first. And that's something he's adapting to. So, not like you said, with the weapons that Tampa Bay doesn't have for this game, is going to affect them. And that's something. It's one of them games, early season games, where Tampa Bay is okay with going in and losing this game.
Okay.
All right. So the last game, I get everybody right. Everybody,
Yeah.
right?
Who
Last
was the
game,
that said Perryman for 280?
yeah. That's. I mean, yeah, he's a weapon. So, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough. But we'll see. But the last game I know you guys are interested in talking about is Cowboys.
Monday night
Yes,
football.
sir. Monday
Is this
night
3
prime
straight
time.
night games, prime games for y'all?
Hey,
Prime time?
baby. Hey.
Hey,
Two. We had week 1, and then this is gonna be week 3.
Y'all had, but
yeah.
y'all had the second game. Y'all had the
Yeah.
afternoon. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
our
okay.
games feel like that because everybody's tuned in.
Tuned in.
All right.
I'm just saying.
This is going to be a nice big game for Cooper Rush, man. I'm going with Dallas, and the reason why I'm going with Dallas is because Daniel Jones is the quarterback of the Giants. If it was anybody else, I might have changed it, but the fact that they still have Daniel Jones, you can't trust him. You cannot trust Daniel Jones. So I think Barkley is. I think they can maintain Barkley. They've done it before. And now what is going to come down to is who make the least mistakes. Who make the
Exactly.
least amount of mistakes? That's what it's going to come down to. Because I think it's going to be a low-scoring defensive game. I don't think nobody's going to score over 20. I think it's going to be like in the teens. It's going to be one of those games, and you be like, "Damn." Sometimes people don't like watching Cowboys games because they slow pace sometimes. But
This gonna be one of them.
this is going to be one of them, man. It's going to be a grind out, and I'm okay with it. I'm definitely okay with it. But I'm gonna go with Dallas, man. I'm going with Dallas.
I'm going with Dallas as well. Man, we got the best defensive player in the league right now. Michael Parsons, I think, is going to cause hell for Daniel Jones in that offensive line.
Yep.
So I definitely think our defense is going. Our defense is going to keep us in that game. Like Nucho said, I see us winning something like 16-7. It's going to be a
Right.
dog fight. Their defense is going to come with it. Our defense is going to come with it. And then I think it comes down to Cooper Rush versus Daniel Jones. Like you said,
Right.
who's not gonna make that mistake and who's gonna be willing to make that play. So I get Cooper Rush the edge on that. So Cowboys for me, 2-1.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on this. Although I've been giving Michael Parsons all his high praises and things of that nature, but is he gonna stay disciplined and not, try to rush the quarterback too hard to where you leaving open Saquon Barkley out there? Because somebody gonna have to be out there in space and covering that guy.
That's where Anthony Barr comes in. But go ahead.
That's where Barr comes in. Barr gonna clean that up.
Barr gonna
clean that up. Okay. And then what's your boy gonna do back there? What's Diggs gonna do back there? Is he gonna get live, or is he prime time?
He gonna do what he did last week. He gonna do what he did last week.
Yeah.
Whoever he in front of,
Hey.
I'm not saying it can't go in your favor. I just don't know. But if I had to choose, I would go with the Cowboys because I think y'all are more accustomed to playing in these type of games.
Yeah.
Giants being 2-0, they might be feeling themselves, might be smelling themselves a little bit too early, and games where they just come in and they get smacked. So if I was putting my money on it, which I'm not, y'all, don't put y'all money on this game, I would be going with the Cowboys.
Another thing I want to factor in too, just real quick, I think the Cowboys will have an emotional lift this game. That boy Michael Gallup is on his way. A lot of people forget about this young man. We get Gallup back in that offense. That's just going to be another weapon that Cooper Rush can, use in order to get that dub. So, and I think the boys will be happy about that. I think that offense will be happy that Gallup can return. So,
is Gallup playing this week?
He's on pace to play this week. Yeah.
Say less. Let's go.
So Mars, you said if you had to pick, if you was betting, you would. But you're not. What's your pick?
Oh, I'm saying I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Cowboys.
Oh, okay. Hey,
I said Cowboys.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys too. I did my little research, man. And the Giants' leading receiver is Richie James. He has 110, 110 yards in 2 games.
Yeah.
He's your leading receiver.
Yeah.
Your defense is going to eat them alive.
Is Galladay still in New York?
I don't know. He's still in New York. But he's somewhere. I think he's serving hot dogs this game. Talking about a player. Ugh.
You know what? In all honesty, man, the Giants could have a nice receiving core, man. Because I know Sterling Shepard, he's still there, right? Shepard, Galladay, Darius Slayton. Like, okay.
They all have less yards than the boy Richie James out of MTSU, right down the street from where I live at.
Yeah.
So and he had no touchdowns. So like I said, y'all gonna pretty much beat them up.
Shout out to everybody in the comments too, talking about that boy Noah Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Noah
I
Brown.
said, if y'all recall, you can go
Trill
on my
called it.
TikTok.
Trill called
Noah
it, man.
Brown will be that. He's a
He
dog.
did
He's a
call
dog.
it. Yeah.
He's definitely gonna be like my boy D Morris said, he's in the contract year as well.
Right.
And then the fact that Gallup could be possibly play, that's gonna open him up more. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to see all three of them get together, Noah Brown, Lamb, and Gallup. In a healthy Dak. I can't wait to see it, man, because Noah Brown really he looked like a good receiver, man. Looked like you can count on him. Definitely look like you can count on him.
Yeah, Tony was supposed to be what's it, Octavius Tooney? That was your boy.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. He in a bad system, man. He in a bad system.
Bad system,
He
bad
in a bad
quarterback.
system, man. He got it, man. He in a bad system, man. But I'll tell you this, the Giants fans, they really love this head coach they got. A lot of people are clicking with him. I saw him dancing in the locker room, having a good old time. And also, can we get a missing report on Kayvon Thibodeau? When are we gonna see him? When are we gonna see Kayvon, man? I'm about to do my research.
I think he's coming back this week too, I believe.
Okay. Good.
Joe brought that up because before the draft, I was a big Thibodeau fan. I wanted him in Detroit. I didn't want Aiden, but hey.
Thank God. Thank God.
Let me ask y'all an interesting question, Cowboys fans, Trill and Neutral. We kind of talked about this yesterday. I forgot who was in the chat with us, and I think Brooks brought it up. Do you think the offensive line blocks or protects better for Coop? Is it seem that way, or is it a different style with the quarterbacks? Because he seemed to have a little bit more protection than Dak did.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think this might be. I don't know how true this is. I would really have to watch film, but I think that Coop might read his progressions better than Dak do. Because sometimes Dak gets sacked for holding that ball too long. If you watch that Coop was letting it fly. Get it out. Sometimes Dak mistakes is just, Dak is one of those quarterbacks, I hate to say it, but it's true. I mean, he's the black Alex Smith. He's not going to take no big chances. He's gonna throw the right play, but Coop progressions might just be he might read them just a little faster, man.
I mean, I don't think it's a situation where the offensive line is just blocking better for Cooper Rush. I think it was a situation where Kellen Moore called more conservative plays with Cooper Rush being the quarterback. Last week. I think that had more to do with it because, if you go back and watch that tape with the Cowboys and the Tampa Bay game, Kellen Moore was all over the place with his play calling. They was doing trick plays and unnecessary trick plays and things of that nature. So I think it had more to do with the play calling, with as far as like the offensive line play for me. But no, I don't think it's a situation that they're just blocking better for Cooper Rush over Dak. But we just have to wait and see when Dak come back. So
right.
And I also seen that they had your boy Tony P involved a lot more this week.
A lot more. I think that McCarthy threw it out there that the offensive plays need to get better, and Kellen Moore is listening. Kellen Moore is definitely listening because the offense looked way different than granted. It's going to look different because it's a different quarterback out there. But Tony Pollard was definitely more involved, and that's the route we need to go, man. They call him playmaker for a reason.
Yeah, 20 points on my bench for me. I hate that.
Same for me as well.
I can't agree with you when you say that. Like, you feel like Cooper is making the reads faster. I just think that Dak sometimes get greedy. Like, he looks for those big plays. He looks for those chunk plays.
Right.
I don't know if that's like him looking for that contract or trying to put a little extra sizzle on his game, trying to work out his next deal and thinking about that. But that's what I think. I think he's looking for more of the home run balls, and that's what's causing his delay rather than just making taking what's available.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into Money Mars picks, man, any other NFL news? I just read something interesting just a second ago. That's bad on my part. I know we was talking about Kenny Galladay. He was benched Sunday. He only had 2 snaps. So
Oh wow.
he's saying he should be playing more. I don't know what the situation. I'm gonna do a little more research on that.
Did the Detroit didn't have the money to bring him back, or what was the
It didn't.
situation?
It was a business decision. Like he wanted
Gotcha.
too much money. We knew we was rebuilding, and he was getting hurt too. So the injury played a factor to his last 2 seasons, and it's just too much money. And I think a lot of fans, and Marv, we can talk about this. You can speak to that. We finally, not finally, we had another big receiver. We one trying to replace Calvin, but maybe we could have been the next Calvin. He was big. He had the speed. He had the hands, but he didn't have the same heart as Calvin, or the injuries played a factor. So when it came contract time, that's why Giants paid all that money for him, and we let him walk.
Right.
I don't think he finished the season in the Giants uniform. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there.
I mean, if they're benching him, they just signed him last season. But in the beginning of 2021, he's already getting benched.
Where the Money Mar picks at, man? Who been winning, man? Who been winning?
All right.
Let me get the.
I went a little conservative this week because it's a lot of wonky games out there.
Oh,
before
can I ask you this? Can I ask you this? Do we have a stat of Money Mar picks?
I was about to ask him. What did you? I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start having his results. Having his results too. Because you can tell. Do you remember what you went last week, Mar?
No, I don't have my notebook in front of me. But we can put them on the site. We can put them on the site. We can get the stats. Put them on the site.
Okay.
Somebody say. Come on, Mar, man. They need some dubs. All right, let's go, man. What you got?
All right, so I'm gonna go with the Lions against Minnesota. They're giving the Lions 5.5 points. So I'm gonna take those points, even though I think the Lions are gonna outright win that game. Take the points, play it safe. Take those 5.5. I got the Chiefs and the Colts. They got the Chiefs favored by 5.5 points. I think the Chiefs are gonna wash the Colts. So I'm betting the spread on that.
That should be automatic money.
Eagles versus Washington. We've seen 2 different Washington teams. You know what I'm saying? We've seen 2 different Washington teams. We know kind of got an idea of what the Eagles are, but I put money line on that one and play it safe. That the Eagles are going to win that game. And then for the last pick, we got the Jets and Cincy. They got the Cincy favored by 5.5. I think that this is the week that Cincy can get it together, and they should be able to beat the Jets by at least a touchdown. So I'm gonna spread on that.
Hey Marv, before you continue, the Jets got this wide receiver, this rookie wide receiver Wilson from Ohio State, played high school out here in Texas, Austin, Lake Travis, but that boy is clowning right now, man. He had a big game last week. Shout out to Wilson, the rookie. He might be getting that offensive rookie of the year at the rate he's going. All right.
You think that's your guy for offensive rookie of the year?
He definitely has a chance too. If you could name me a better offensive rookie, you name me somebody better, but he definitely been clowning. Man.
Okay.
Speaking of, man, shout out to Joe Flacco, man.
Joe Flack.
Shout out to Joe Flacco, man. He's
Joe Flack.
That's
Joe
it.
Flack,
Shout out that boy Sauce Gardner too, man. He made an amazing play last week, I must say.
Oh yeah, just got some young talent, man. They got some young talent.
That's it, Marv.
So that was it. I'm going with those 4 picks. That's my ticket. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's so funny to Vizzle, but that's.
Hey man, I'm just having a good time, man. I'm here with my friends.
Hey, Mark, the chat want to know where the glasses go.
Hey man, they right here, man.
The chat want to know what you're drinking. They want to know what your mix is, man.
Yeah, I want to know what
tequila and lemonade, man.
What's the percentage? What percentage is tequila? What percentage is lemonade?
90-10. About a 98 too.
98. drop a little bit. All right, man. So that's the show, man. Again, we are sponsored by
Manscaped.
Manscaped. I'll take the banner off. Manscaped.
You forgot.
No, I had to take the other banner off. It was covering it up. It was covering it up. I'm sober. I'm good. I'm just a million and one things. So if you order the product right there using that barcode, with that code in that, you get 20% off and free shipping. And like I said, I have it. It's amazing. So please, if you're going, Father's Day is next June.
We the
you can buy it now. Just hold on as a present. Anniversaries.
How about we got Swedish Day coming up in October? You know what I'm saying, for the ladies. It's one of those gifts that you really give it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong. Go out there and hook your guy up with some Manscaped. Both of y'all be better off for it.
You heard it from Marv first. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, if you guys could please like, subscribe, share it to your friends, share it to anybody who's in the sports, man. Let them know this is what we're doing. We have a good time, man. You get your comments showed on the screen, man. We're just trying to build on this product, man. We get a lot of support from people. We need more and more support, man. We're trying to be bigger.
Definitely. Y'all make sure to go follow the all the social media handles, the Twitter, the IG coming, the Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Share that shit, man. We need that love, bro. For real.
Yep.
Yeah. So again, thank you everybody, man, for tuning in, man. And we out.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it.
All right.